Okay, this is a video on how to upload natural gas prices. Now, there's a general website here. This one, and this is, this is, what was the last one? Here's what we uh, want to do is eventually, we want to get the natural gas prices for different regions. See, they have the spark spread here, which is the natural gas price for the Mid-Atlantic was that low. That's fascinating. Uh, so there are different series here. We'll get just the regular natural gas prices. If we go to this one, it gives you this futures prices and all this. And good, they have education and everything else. But what we're going to do is, for now, let's get uh, let's just get the spot prices. Oh, I'm sorry. And hang on, that one. Uh-oh, there's my dog. Okay, and this is now I've got a different one. Oh, great. Oh, we can get all sorts of different things. And watch, this is ridiculous. I need to go back to my spreadsheet to find it. I don't know how I got lost just now. Okay, now this. Oh, excuse me. Now, if you, we can copy this address, and this address that we copy, it's exactly the same address, so I already have it. Now we'll download this file, and then what we'll do is we'll put the data into the same sheet, and we'll eventually combine this data with our electricity price data to get spark spreads and everything else. Okay, so this is, I already named this a URL now, and I already did some things here. If we assign this macro and look here, I only did something very, very simple. We did the workbooks.open, but let's use our normal thing and put our base book equal active workbook name. We can put our base sheet equal active workbook dot name, active sheet dot name, excuse me. Okay, and then we're going to open the file. Now, when we open the file, well, I suppose let's do this together. Okay, of course, save the file first. Debug, what the hell did it? Basebook equal active workbook. Okay, and then we can press F5 if you want to continue it. Okay, and then this gave this. Now let's just practice. What we want to do is let's make a macro. Let's go to the second sheet and just look at this. Typical. The dates are some bizarro dates that we're going to have to fix, I think, unless they're just formatted differently. Maybe they're just formatted differently. And then we let's move or copy, and remember we have to create a copy, so we're going to have to change that. And let's move that back to our base book and move it to the end, just because that's what we'll normally do. And then we'll stop recording the data, and then we go back to that sheet we just had, and we go to our developer on our macros, and we edit this one and get this one just to see how we moved the data. Now, once we did that, now we can close the sheet. Okay, and now we'll go to this one and get our developer again. Go to the macros and read the gas price. And this time, when we read the gas price, we so it's always going to be this. I don't know if it'll always be named data sheets. So let's put num sheets 1 equal sheets dot count. Okay, and we better that's the last sheet. I assume it's going to be the last sheet. I hope that's not a bad assumption. Okay, and then and let's put num sheets here. Okay, and then we need sheets. We can just put the same thing. Okay, and then we copy that to our base book, but we don't really copy it. We move it instead. It's the one thing I can remember about this stuff. And then instead of sheets 3, we put sheets and we put num sheets. And I forgot the underline, and so let's put this one as our gas menu, and then we'll delete this and delete this. Okay, and actually let's delete this one too, and we'll try this now. While I'm doing this, whoops. Okay, but let's press Control F3 and edit this. Can we edit this? And let's put URL gas, because what we're going to do is let's try to copy this into the other sheet so we can put our we can do the exact same process in electricity one. That means we have to change this to URL gas. Don't worry about the uppercase or lowercase. Save it one more time. Shit. Move after sheets base. Okay, of course I made that mistake. And since this time we need to close this sheet, so we need to save this book. Active book.name workbook. Okay, and let's put active book, active, no, how do we don't, to get our workbooks. And then let's put temp book dot close. Okay, and let's close this file. don't save this. This one worked okay. Save this one. Delete this sheet. And let's try it again. We need one more thing, and then we'll be finished. And that's, and these dates are indeed okay, so I shouldn't have been that critical. Shift Control 3, and the good news is now we can do this in our other sheet. Okay. Now. So let's. Oops, the dog's saying hello to somebody. And okay, where is the? Where are we? Okay. So let's make one more little change and just say application dot display alerts equal false. Okay, and that will prevent that very last little thing. So I'm saving this one more time, and I'm going to let's delete this file now. Perhaps we should always delete it. Okay. And now we have it. Okay. Now let's do one more thing. Let's move. How about we'll copy this into the this one, and before sheet. How about we'll do it before this one? And now let's just see, did we still get this one? Okay, and this doesn't copy the macros, so we can take this macro that we just made, copy this, and put it into into this one. Okay. And you know what we should do on this one is after that we'll get to this sheet. How about active sheet.name? And we'll put here, because the next thing we have to do is work on the basis difference. Okay. Now. Okay, and why don't we just save this one and try it, and then I'll be finished with the gas price. And I suppose what we could do, why don't we do this? If once we have this gas price data, oh good, we got it. It all worked just fine. Once we have this gas price data, let's put this gas price data next to the electricity price so we can get the everything arranged properly. And to do that, we need to match the date against what we have in the gas price first. Okay. And then once we have that date matched, then we have to put an index and get the proper thing. Now, I of course did something idiotic. I didn't put a colon A, and we, you know, I think this will be fine. I should just think about it. So it gives the same gas price for the day until we hit the new day, and since we've got it in order, this match and index will just be fine. Okay. And, oops, there goes the dog again. But that's okay. Dogs are good, I think. And we save the file, and we'll work on the heat rate and the spark spread in a minute because I'd like to work on the basis differential first. Okay. All right, goodbye.